really disappointed in the way our guys came out and played tonight. I thought there were several factors in what contributed to that. One is I think our guys let down right away when they found out Rutherford wasn't playing, and I thought also that our 2 practices, we were really satisfied with the way we had played and gotten off to a 2-0 start. And I saw it seeping in practice, and the biggest disappointment I have is the fact that we didn't compete. And like we've lost some games before, and we've been beaten badly on the court before, but I always felt like our competitive nature was really good, and I didn't feel that way at all today. I didn't feel in one aspect of the game that we competed. So, and I also thought we played as individuals more so than as a team, and we're just not very good as individuals. I think we're pretty good when we play as a team, but we didn't play that way tonight.
You guys have had scoring droughts obviously before, but the defense kind of really faltered there near the end of the first half and going into the second half. I mean, obviously it was pretty key.
Yeah, and I mean, the defense faltered because we were giving the ball to them. Like when you're turning the basketball over because of their run and jump, and they're getting a chance to go play advantage basketball, it's hard to play defense. I always say, like, taking care of the basketball is the most important thing in our defense. If you don't take care of the basketball, now you're running them down, and just like when they have those big, long, athletic bodies and they got guys that can make shots, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage right away. So, us not getting stops really comes from 2 things. One, us turning the basketball over, and 2, us not getting a chance to get a defensive rebound. I thought they beat us to a lot of offensive rebounds, not just offensive rebounds, but a lot of loose balls as well, too.
Do you feel like it just became contagious with everybody offensively? It seemed like one guy would turn it over, come on down again, and another guy would just turn it. Be a different guy. It would just kind of be contagious on that.
Yeah, I thought that we tried to break the press with the dribble too much, and like each guy, tried to go and try to break the press with the dribble, and you just can't do that. And I also feel like our guys left that ball handler out on the island. I didn't think those other guys made themselves available. I told those guys before, you may think that you're open, and you are, but like unless the ball handler can see you, you're really not open. And I thought we did a poor job of coming to help our teammate out. And that's what I'm talking about as far as like playing as individuals.
Alabama being able to adjust so quickly from press and just get right back into that zone without missing a beat. They really kept the ball away from Gavin and Marquez tonight.
Yeah, and I don't think our guys really searched those people out, though, either, I think it was twofold, as I don't think those guys worked very hard to get position to get the ball. And I think also that we were so discombobulated because we just broke the run and jump and things like that we didn't just settle down. To me, like, basketball on the offensive end is just about having some calmness to you. And I don't think we were very calm today at all. I thought they sped us up and we stayed sped up even when we got into the half court.
Coach, along those lines, it was difficult for Gavin to get involved, and what do you think was the reason why Gavin didn't have very many touches at all today?
Well, I think one is like our guys got involved with the pressure, like they were dealing with the pressure. And I don't think our guys were necessarily being selfish by not trying to get the ball to Gavin. I thought they were so worried about like what was going on with themselves defensively that they wasn't able to like just kind of calm down and just look into the post, because I thought he had some opportunities there, but they were really into us, and they were just so much bigger and longer and stronger than us, and I thought their length and their physicality really bothered our guards.
Did you see, where they were able to dominate in the paint? Obviously that was a concern with their size advantage in the first half.
Yeah, I thought they drove the ball into the paint a lot, and that's the biggest problem we had is like, when I talk about being an individual, like we left guys out on the island to guard people one-on-one. We had no sort of help side principles. And then when we did come over to help, the help was late, and then that leads to offensive rebounds for Alabama.
Looking back, this is the second worst loss by an MSU team in Humphrey Coliseum history. I know just never want to see that, but do you kind of bring that up with the players as some sort of motivation to point out for this game?
No, they know they lost. They know they lost bad. I don't know like where it ranks in MSU history going to mean anything to them. Like they know they came out and didn't come out and compete tonight, and it was a lopsided score. So where it ranks in MSU history, I think, is of no material to them.
You take them on the road for 2 straight now? On the road for 2 straight now?
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about getting this young bunch back up.
Well, with the way the schedule is, it's a quick turnaround. You got basically 2 days of preparation to get ready for Tennessee, and then really you can't go hard, tomorrow, no matter how bad you lost, because you got to be smart about the fact that you only got, 8 guys that you're playing. So it's really, just more so like a mental preparation for tomorrow, and then some physical preparation on Friday, and the big thing is with Tennessee is I know Conzo Martin, and they're gonna compete, and so we better get ready to just go out and compete. It's not gonna be an X and O situation. It's gonna be are you ready to play competitive basketball?
Rick, when you say you saw this in practice, is that more toward the youth of your team and what you saw, or can you talk about that a little bit more?
I wish I could pinpoint it. I don't know for sure if it's the youth or just the fact that we hadn't had success before and it's experienced success. And so now we won 3 games, and guys are I always say that reading the press clippings is like poison. The poison can't hurt you unless you drink it. And so I think those guys started looking and seeing themselves in the media and things like that, and got kind of satisfied with where they were. And we can't be that way. We can never be satisfied.
Coach, what do you tell those guys as you go on the road to Tennessee? Like you mentioned, the mental preparation, the mental aspect of it, since you guys can't go too hard the next couple days.
Well, it's a lot of showing tape individually and as a team from what happened in this game, and then also getting ready for Tennessee and showing showing our guys what Tennessee's strengths are and how we can exploit some things on the offensive end and defensive end. But more so just getting our guys ready to hey, on Friday we got to come out here and we got to be ready to compete on the practice court first and foremost, because if we don't compete on the practice court, we'll never be able to compete on Saturday.